That seemed like it was 5 years ago. But the new hockey team that's going to join the NHL in 2021-22 here, in fact, Seattle did finally name themselves and release the Kraken there. And man, I definitely am happy with the name and choice, as well as the logo and the color scheme there. I mean, it was rumored back in January when I made that video that it was apparently leaked that Seattle was going to name themselves the Kraken here, and the other day they made it official here. I would have been disappointed if they didn't name themselves the Kraken there, because I felt that was the perfect opportunity and name to be different. To come up with a name that closely resembles the culture of Seattle and their maritime culture there. And I felt they definitely hit it out of the park here, or an Al MacInnis slap shot here when it comes to a hockey analogy here. But definitely you saw many concepts out there that you almost had to wonder what was the color scheme going to be for the Seattle Kraken here. And I definitely think they definitely did a great job on being different while using some common colors here. I mean, the consensus was that Seattle was going to either have blue or green in their colors here, and then Washington is named the Evergreen State here, and I was thinking of the same colors as the blue and green that Vancouver already has, but Vancouver seems to have claimed that. But I like what Seattle has done, where they have like 3 shades of blue, the navy blue, and then kind of the teal, and then kind of that turquoise, gray blue there, which definitely will stand out, where it's definitely different than from the common blue that you see, where literally half the teams in the NHL have blue there. So, I mean, what do you think of the logo and the jerseys that eventually they're going to start selling them? They're apparently not planning on selling jerseys until closer to the start of the 2021-22 season there. But I know there was the Release the Kraken store that was launched there. Apparently it crashed when they announced that there was going to be the Seattle Kraken here. It definitely tells the excitement that Seattle has had for hockey on a professional level here. I mean, they do have a junior hockey team with the Seattle Thunderbirds there, where their color scheme is definitely dark blue with kind of a hint of green there, kind of similar to the Hartford Whalers there. But I know that Seattle, the Kraken, was definitely perfect, and I'm certainly glad that they were able to finally sell and officially name their team there. It seemed like it took them too long, because it was a couple years ago that Seattle was officially awarded a franchise for the NHL here. And originally I think Seattle wanted to join the league this season here, but then, there was uncertainty in terms of, could there be a lockout here, so they pushed it till 21-22 here, and then, what things been going on here, but thankfully the league's agreed to extend the CBA here. The other question is when exactly is the Seattle Kraken going to hit the ice here, because the 2020-21 season here won't start till December here. It's not going to be until maybe early to mid-November that the 2021-22 season will officially start, when the Seattle Kraken hit the ice there. And I know another name that I would have liked would have been the original name, the Metropolitans, which Seattle used to have a professional hockey team, and they were the first American-based team to win the Stanley Cup in 1917 there, but you already got the Metropolitan Division there. But when you look at the logo there, it kind of pays homage to the Seattle Metropolitans with that S logo there. But they cleverly was able to put the tentacle in with the, the Kraken squid there, which, you always picture the old ship out in sea at a stormy night there, and suddenly a squid comes up and wrecks the ship there. And, I really apparently heard that the thing in that logo there was that some of the higher ups said, you got to put an I in that S there, and they cleverly put that in there. And it makes it look very, very mysterious and intimidating, just like a Kraken here. And, definitely have had some more interest and investment in what Seattle is going to name themselves and ultimately be here, because ultimately it's going to be another divisional rival for the Calgary Flames here, as they will be in the Pacific Division here, just like with the Vegas Golden Knights, and have become a nice rivalry for the Calgary Flames already, but I'm definitely anticipating the same rivalry with the Seattle Kraken here, and welcome to the NHL Kraken here, and looking forward to future battles in the future here with the Calgary Flames, and I'm going to say the Flames roasting some Kraken will taste good here, but it's definitely nice and encouraging that there's been some more expansion here. And I'm finally glad that Seattle picked the best name for their team here. But what do you think of the logo, the color scheme, the jerseys here that is officially released here? There's definitely many, nice concepts out there that you see online here. But a lot of the concepts kind of had that, it looked like it was going to be green here, but you got the evergreen there. But blue and sea there, and definitely the shades of blue, especially the dark blue that you see in the home jerseys. Definitely adds into that mysterious flair there. And apparently the striping seam that you see on the bottom of the jersey and the sleeves there resembles the painting on the boat there. And I guess I also forgot to mention in that anchor logo, that would be the shoulder logo. Definitely was brilliantly mixed in with the anchor and the Space Needle, which is definitely the signature building of the Seattle skyline there. I mean, if I want to be nitpicking here, it'd be nice if they could have put in Mount Rainier there, somewhere there, but early reports, my early take on the Seattle Kraken is I definitely love the name. The logo is great for what resembles the Kraken here. I definitely like the color scheme, and one of the blues that they used there looks similar to my other favorite color. I mean, red's obviously my favorite color, but when I go up to the Rocky Mountains there, that turquoise blue, it almost looks similar to that. And then, you gotta wonder if they'll ever make a alternate jersey here. It has to pay homage to the Metropolitans there, the horizontal stripes there that they wore with that S, and that S kind of combines the new and the old here. You gotta wonder, will they use the, burgundy and the dark forest green? Or, it'd be nice to kind of see, that those mix of blues with that logo, or maybe the original S logo for the Metropolitans there in a modern logo there. That'd definitely be a nice, throwback, new retro throwback. Because I'm sure eventually they'll make that third jersey, they'll pay homage to the Metropolitans there. So, but what do you think there? And also, the trailers that they used. I know Jerry Bruckheimer was behind it there. You saw that from the first column on there. It looked like family out in sea there. They throw in the net in the water to drop a hint at what they're going to name the team there, which definitely could have, still put in the Kraken or potentially the Sockeyes, because that was the other name there. And eventually they pulled the goal light there, and they pulled at the goal light, and I guess that's a hint that that's the goal horn's going to be, is that distant ship there, as it looks like those Budweiser goal lights there was going off there. And then the next day there, it had that dark, mysterious, trailer that, it could still work as a, horror movie that takes place in Seattle there, where eventually they revealed, we are the Kraken, release the Kraken, markets itself here. However, the one thing that the marketing team still got some work to do is, what are you going to nickname your fan base? Because, for example, in Calgary here, we call it the Sea of Red for the Calgary Flames, because, everyone wears red. And then for Roughneck games, we call it the Rough House. What are you going to call your arena? And I gotta still question the name, the Climate Pledge Arena. I mean, I like the net zero and all that, but that name just sounds weird there. But you gotta try to steer away from the inevitable, where people are gonna, bash the market and say, yeah, go to the crack house, the crackheads. But the Seattle Kraken is definitely different, mysterious. Godwin talking, and myself as a hockey fan, and I hear a general consensus with most hockey fans. Everyone likes it. I like it. And looking forward to the battles here, and maybe potential hockey trips. Go to Vancouver, go to Seattle to follow the Calgary Flames if I can ever pull it off here. I'll put it out to you people here. What do you think of everything with the Seattle Kraken here? So anyway, if you want to follow along with this Calgary sports fans journey, home the Flames, Hitmen, Roughnecks, and Stampeders here. I'm mostly talking Calgary sports here, and as a Calgary sports fan, I definitely was following along with the Seattle franchise that is now called the Kraken here, because ultimately we're going to be in some heated divisional battles, potential for playoffs. Or who knows, maybe we'll draw them in a playoff series, maybe in their expansion year here. But I also do personal vlogs, attempt to comedy, and I do share my experience. Say I'm on the road as a sport event here. So if that all sounds like you'd be interested to watch, to follow along with this Calgary sports fan's journey, you know what you should do. Just make sure you hit like, subscribe, and I'm looking forward to the Kraken being released here, and I'm looking forward to having some nice cooked Kraken after when the Flames beat them on the ice here. Well, that's something to look forward to in the future here. But all seriousness, Seattle, welcome to the NHL here. I like the name. I like everything you've done. So first impressions have been great here. It just felt like you took a little too long to name yourselves and release the Kraken. But I guess you got to make sure everything's right. And I'm going to say early reports, early impressions, you've done it right here. And looking forward to seeing on the ice here. And I guess also how you're going to build your expansion team after how Vegas set the bar high. And who ultimately you're going to pluck from my boys here. But we'll worry about that when that time comes. So anyway, I'll see you in the next video here.